My precious child, I need your full attention. What I am about to reveal is not just a message, it is a moment in time that heaven has been preparing for you. There are only 10 minutes, 10 sacred minutes, carved out by divine order. You didn't stumble upon this, you were divinely directed here, because a shift is happening quickly, in the unseen realm, and your daughter is right at the center of it. Hear me clearly, on the 23rd, something unexpected will unfold, something that holds the weight to shift everything around her. If you overlook this message, or let the signs slip past you, you might miss what heaven is trying to bring into your hands. I, Archangel Michael, have been trying to deliver this for some time. The urgency is not random, your daughter is walking toward a threshold moment, and the time is short. A hidden truth is rising, you've felt uneasy about her, you've whispered prayers when no one else was around, you've cried quietly, asking if she's being watched over, if she's chosen, if she's headed the right way. I've seen every one of those moments, I've kept track of the tears you never admitted to shedding. That heaviness you've been feeling, that was not just worry, it was divine alert, heaven tapping you on the shoulder. Now I speak with fire, a miracle is being formed in her life, though someone has been quietly observing her path. They don't mean well, but my protection is surrounding her, stronger than ever. There's something sacred within her, more powerful than she even realizes. That's why she's been under spiritual pressure, that's why she's felt withdrawn, misread, and distant. What she's going through is more than emotional, it's a divine setup. She doesn't yet know she's being spiritually positioned. That's why I'm talking to you. You are more than her parent, you're her earthly shield, the one heaven chose to guide and protect, what I placed in her, long before she took her first breath. Pay attention to the 23rd, something rare will happen, maybe a dream, a strange comment, a conversation that leaves your heart stirred. It will seem ordinary, but something in your spirit will know it's not. That's your sign, that's the moment I need you to be still and ready. Don't rush it, just stay open. You'll understand when it comes. This moment was etched into your journey, before time touched it. Her existence is no accident, she has a calling, and if you meet this moment, with love, protection, and obedience, you'll witness something miraculous. Pause before we continue. If you're here, it's because you've been marked for something greater. Stay connected to the guidance, being poured into you. This is heaven intervening, this message isn't casual, it's divine timing. Your willingness to listen now, unlocks what's waiting. Now listen close, there's movement in the heavens, decisions being made beyond the veil, and your daughter is involved. Someone from her past will reach out soon. Their intentions won't match their words. Spiritually they are not aligned with her growth. I need you to recognize that, and stand between them, not in fear, but in spiritual discernment. This won't just feel like emotion, it's a battle that goes deeper. She may not be aware of it, but your spirit is equipped to see what she can't. Don't second-guess that inner tug. When your soul is stirred, trust it, act on it. She's about to walk through a moment, where she'll feel completely alone, but she won't voice it. Watch her eyes, the quietness in her smile, the pause in her presence. Don't press her with questions, just be there. Your silence will create the space, for her to speak when she's ready, and when she does, she may tell you something that breaks your heart, or stuns your mind. But that moment, it's sacred. If you respond with compassion, instead of correction, healing will begin to flow. This is a crossroads in her spirit, and your presence, your grace, will determine what happens next. Now prepare yourself, a miracle is about to emerge, from an unexpected place. It might seem out of sync, even confusing, but your spirit will recognize it, long before your mind does. It might arrive through a job, a relocation, a random message, or even a dream she hasn't shared yet. When it comes, speak life into her. Don't let doubt touch your words. Your voice will carry the power to move the mountain standing in her way. You've been given spiritual authority, now it's time to walk in it. Even if you feel uncertain or undeserving, know this: when you speak from the depth of what I've planted in you, the atmosphere changes. And now something closer to your heart, there's a message coming from a soul in heaven, who has been watching over her closely. It's a woman, someone you knew well. She's no longer here in body, but her spirit has remained close, whispering blessings over your daughter, while the world slept. She wants you to tell your daughter this: I'm proud of you, you're not broken, you're not too late, you're exactly where you need to be. The fire you're walking through won't destroy you, it's refining you. And here's what I want you to truly understand, because it's something she's never said aloud: your daughter holds a dream inside of her, that she's afraid to even believe in. She's hidden it behind a mask of doubt, because the world told her she wasn't worthy of it. But I placed that dream in her spirit, it wasn't man-made, it came from me. And on the 23rd, the breath of purpose will blow across that sleeping vision, and bring it to life again. She won't be the same, neither will you, everything is about to shift. Let them wonder, let them talk, let them guess. But you stay grounded, stay ready. You are being entrusted with something sacred. And heaven is counting on you to follow through. There will be a choice that must be made, a fork in the road, that doesn't just affect your daughter, it affects generations to come. Don't be alarmed if the choice feels heavier than usual, that's how you'll know it matters, that's how you'll know it's divine. I will be with you in that moment, I will bring peace, not confusion. Follow the path that carries peace, even if it looks unfamiliar or risky. This next season will demand trust like never before. You won't always have all the answers, you won't always get confirmation right away. But what you will have is a knowing, a stillness in your chest, that says, this is it. Do not override that whisper, do not ignore that soft nudge. That's me leading you, that's me showing you, that even in uncertainty, you are being divinely guided. You'll notice your daughter start to glow differently. There will be moments where she speaks with unexpected wisdom, or walks into a room and shifts the energy, without trying. That is the anointing activating, that is the fruit of your obedience and covering. People around her will start to notice, some will be inspired, others will be intimidated. Don't fear their reaction, just stay rooted in love. There will be a change in her appetite, not just for food, but for connection, for spiritual things, for purpose. She may withdraw from certain environments or people. Let her, trust that her spirit is learning to recognize what feeds her soul, and what drains it. She is being refined in ways that only heaven can explain, and your role is not to control it, but to walk beside it with compassion. And when she begins to speak about things that don't make sense, visions, dreams, strong feelings, don't dismiss them. They are not imagination, they are previews of what's unfolding. She may not have the language to describe what she's sensing. Help her find it, guide her gently, with patience. You are not just raising a daughter, you are guiding a prophet in formation. Pay attention to nature this week. You might see a feather, a butterfly, a certain number repeatedly. These are not coincidences, they are signals, they are reminders that this is sacred ground you're standing on, and heaven is closer than it's ever been. If you feel emotionally overwhelmed, or physically exhausted, don't panic. That's often what happens before a spiritual release. Your body and spirit are making room for something new. Rest when you need to, breathe deeply, let go of what no longer aligns. You are shedding the old version of yourself, to make space for the wisdom and strength this new season requires. I see the times you stayed quiet, when you could have defended yourself. I see the way you chose grace, when others chose pride. Those sacrifices did not go unnoticed. They have built a foundation for this breakthrough. You've been sowing in tears, but joy is coming, in a form so beautiful, you'll hardly believe it. There is a divine connection entering your life soon. This person will speak to your daughter's soul, in a way no one else has. They will not try to fix her, they will simply see her. This interaction may be brief, but it will be powerful. It will mark her in a good way, and it will confirm to her that her prayers are being heard, even the ones she never said out loud. You may be led to speak words over her that surprise you. Words you didn't plan. That's me speaking through you. Don't hold them back. When the moment arrives, let your spirit flow. Those words will be seeds, and one day, they will bloom in her memory, at just the right time. A shift is coming to your household. It may look like tension at first, a disagreement, a sudden change in plans, even a minor inconvenience. But don't react in fear, stay calm. That disruption is actually a realignment. I am clearing space for the new, I am removing what cannot go forward. You will begin to feel a warmth in your home, a clarity in your thoughts, a deeper connection with your daughter, even without many words. That is the evidence of my presence settling in, that is the shift I promised, unfolding in real time. Her laughter will return in a deeper way, not just surface laughter, but joy that reaches the soul. You'll see it in her eyes, you'll feel it in her hugs, you'll know that what once felt heavy, is now becoming holy. And child, if at any point you feel like you're not enough, if you question whether you're equipped to lead her through this sacred transformation, remember this. I didn't choose you, because you had it all figured out. I chose you, because I placed something in you, that hell couldn't take. You carry a spiritual legacy, that your daughter will build upon. You are enough, just as you are. And now, in this final moment, I want you to pause. Inhale deeply, look around you. Something has shifted, not just in the atmosphere, but in the timeline of your life. You will look back on this message, and remember it as the turning point. The moment everything quietly began to change, the moment heaven whispered, "You're ready." You stayed through the storms, you listened through the doubt, you protected her spirit, when no one else saw the battle. And now the reward is being released. In divine timing, with quiet power, through unexpected people and events. You won't need to strive, you won't need to chase, the blessing is already on its way. She's about to bloom. And so are you. You're already carrying everything I need to say, so stay close. You may notice her speak differently, braver, more real. She might reference something that surprises you, something heavy, something hopeful, something that feels too important to ignore. That is the moment her spirit is shifting, and it won't be a coincidence. It's a quiet sign, a crack in a door, where her heart decides it's safe to open further. When that moment arrives, wrap it in love, not correction. Your gentle presence will usher her into a space where transformation begins. Then heaven moves in. A stranger will appear, someone you both haven't planned for, right after the 23rd. This person won't bring flair or fanfare, instead they'll carry peace, clarity, and a sense of purpose. Their presence will feel gentle, but anchored, their words small, but echoing deep. When they offer insight, or a simple observation, that lands just right, treat it like a sacred gift. That message is one of heaven's way, of affirming what's been whispered here. Receive it with intention, honor it, and let it guide you both forward. This week will feel like a spiritual milestone, though the world may seem unchanged around you. Many people will fail to see what's happening, in your home and your hearts. Don't let that silence discourage you. You're being given internal glimpses of your daughter stepping into a new season, stepping into destiny. In those private moments, quiet conversation, shared tears, sudden joys, you will recognize the thread of divine design, weaving your tomorrow. Remember this, she was born with a purpose, stitched into her spirit, a higher calling that extends beyond what any eye can perceive. Angels hovered over her, night after night, and heaven has been framing an identity for her, even before she knew how to speak. What you've witnessed in the past weeks, the heaviness behind the smile, the confusion in her gaze, it's all preparation. It's shaping her for this next chapter. It may happen swiftly, a door will swing open, and you'll have little time to choose, whether you'll cross the threshold with her, or hold her back by your fear. My voice is guiding you toward courage. Pray deeply, lean into intention, trust what I'm whispering. Even if the world points south, your spirit knows north. Let that knowing lead you into the miracle. Your daughter is carrying guilt, something she blames herself for, whether she voiced it or not. It's lodged in her heart. You must help her release it, by reminding her, she is not defined by her missteps. When the moment comes, and it might arrive suddenly, speak into her soul. You are more than your mistakes, you are pure in the sight of heaven. It may bring tears, and her resistance might rise, but your words will dissolve chains you can't even see yet. That night you may sense something different in your home, a flicker of light, a sudden wave of warmth, or a calm descends mid-conversation. That isn't your imagination, it's heaven stepping closer. An angelic presence will walk through your halls, touching her dreams, shifting her rest, whispering peace into her spirit. If you're open, you will feel it, a sacred affirmation, that all of this is real, and it has been planned especially for her. She's stepping into a new identity, one that might lead her to step back, from people, places, or habits that no longer fit. Watch her leave behind what no longer serves her. This isn't rebellion, it's rebirth. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's holy work. You're not losing her, you're witnessing her becoming who she was meant to be. I'm opening a door for her, a door no enemy or memory can lock again. But you must help her walk into it. Speak courage, hold her hand, guide her with steady faith, even if her steps feel hesitant. She might turn back, but that's a chance for you to remind her, this is the moment. Don't let fear keep her from her promise. Repeat after me when doubt creeps in, her feet are blessed, her calling is protected, no weapon formed against her will prosper. Speak it over her, until it becomes truth in her bones. You are not powerless, you are a spiritual guardian, and your voice holds eternal weight. Know this as truth, your daughter is never alone, even in her fear, even in her weakness, even when her voice shakes. The Lord walks beside her, ahead of her, behind her. She is marked, she is protected, no darkness can snatch her from this path. I've seen her silent battles, I've heard her internal prayers, and watched her smile through the cracks. I am not angry, I am gentle, I am moving through her pain with healing. You've done far more than you realize, your presence, from hugs to whispered prayers, has shaped her world with divine care. On the 23rd, subtlety leads the way, not fireworks, but a gentle dawn, touching your home. A wise or tender moment may surprise you, or come out of character for her. That's the shift, the hinge of transformation. When you see it, respond with supportive grace, pour love into it. That moment will unlock the next season of her soul. You've been praying for this, and heaven's answer is arriving now. She will say something both ordinary and life-changing. Don't miss it, meet her there, speak hope and assurance. This is your moment, your words will solidify what heaven is orchestrating. My beloved, you are not failing, you are right on time. You are more than a parent, you are a divine instrument. Stand ready, be courageous, and do not shy away from the miracle breaking through your daughter's life. She is walking into her calling, you have been chosen to guide her there. Now breathe deeply, hold her a little closer, and affirm it. This is our moment, we step forward together. A new chapter is beginning, heaven holds your hands. And what's about to come to light, will change how you both see everything. It will feel small at first, like a subtle shift, a quiet knowing, a moment when she suddenly pauses mid-sentence, and says something that stirs your spirit. That's the doorway, that's the divine unraveling of the old, making room for the sacred new. Don't rush it, don't try to name it too quickly. Let it rise on its own. The truth will carry its own weight, and its own timing. You just need to hold space for it. There's a part of her heart that has been waiting, for someone to say, it's safe now, you can be free. That someone is you. Not with grand speeches, or complicated explanations, but with your presence, your steady hands, your willingness to simply sit with her, as she becomes who she was always meant to be. And when that breakthrough happens, even if it comes through tears or silence or even anger, you will know. You'll feel it like a current in the room. A weight will lift, even if no words are spoken. That is me, that is healing, that is heaven answering prayers in the quiet. She will begin to change her rhythm, her habits, even her circle. Don't be alarmed. These are not random choices, this is pruning. I am trimming what no longer feeds her growth. She may feel lonely for a while, she may question why certain connections feel distant. But remind her, not every disconnection is a loss, some are divine protection, some are clearing the space for who I am about to bring into her life. A new friendship is coming, unlike anything she's experienced. This connection will come with honesty, with healing, with laughter that feels like sunlight. You may even find yourself grateful for this person. They will speak life into her, when your own words might not land the same way. Don't fear that, that's my provision, that's me expanding her circle, so that no one person carries the whole burden. You were never meant to do this alone, and neither was she. There will also be a stirring in her creativity, maybe she paints, maybe she writes, maybe she sings, or simply dreams vivid dreams. Whatever it is, don't brush it off as a phase. These gifts are keys, tools I've planted in her spirit, to help her process, to help her express what's been locked inside. Give her space to explore them, even if you don't fully understand, celebrate it, encourage it, let her know she's allowed to explore, without fear of failing. It's not about perfection, it's about freedom. And soon, very soon, there will come a moment, where she says something like, I feel different, or I don't know what's happening, but something inside me is changing. When that moment comes, do not minimize it. Don't distract her from it. That is her spirit rising, that is her soul waking up, to the call I've whispered, since the day she was born. That moment is sacred, cover it in grace, let her feel it fully. There's something else you need to know, she's going to forgive someone. It might be someone you never thought she would. It might not even make sense to you. But this act of forgiveness isn't about condoning, it's about releasing. It's about making room for joy, where resentment used to live. Let her forgive, even if you still hold hurt. Her healing is not a betrayal of your pain, it's the fruit of the prayers you've sown in secret. And in the background of all this movement, I'm also working on you, yes you. Because this season isn't just for her growth, it's for yours too. You've been strong for so long, holding it all together. But I'm inviting you into rest, not the kind that comes from sleep, but the kind that comes from surrender. From trusting that I'm working, even when you're still, from knowing that your value is not in what you fix, but in how you love. You may feel emotional in the days ahead. That's not weakness, that's the overflow of my spirit, moving through you. Let the tears come, let the laughter rise, let your own heart expand, with the hope that this is not the end of a hard chapter, it's the beginning of something holy. Your daughter is rising, and so are you. I know you've wondered if you've done enough, if you've missed too many signs, if somehow you could have changed the timeline. But let me assure you, nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. Every delay had purpose, every detour led you closer to this moment. And this moment is drenched in destiny. You are in the right place, at the right time, with the right words, and the right heart. And when she begins to walk lighter, to smile wider, to dream louder, know this, it wasn't just your love that helped her get there. It was your obedience, your surrender, your faith, in moments no one saw. Heaven saw, I saw, and I will honor every ounce of it. Now pay attention, there is something specific she will mention, maybe a name, a dream, a question she's afraid to ask. When it happens, your response will matter more than you realize. Don't rush, don't try to fix, just breathe, listen, and ask me what to say. I will fill your mouth, I will use your voice, to affirm what I've already been stirring inside her. You're going to see her laugh at things that used to make her cry. You'll see her walk into rooms she once felt unworthy of. She will not only heal, she will lead. She will not only survive, she will shine. And when people ask her how she got here, she will say your name. She will speak of your love, your sacrifice, your faithfulness, and she will know she was never alone. This is not just her breakthrough, it's yours too. The heaviness you've carried is lifting, the fear that gripped your chest is loosening, the questions that haunted you at night are finding their answers in peace. Let yourself feel that, let yourself receive that. You're not just helping her through a holy shift, you're part of it, you are sacred ground. And now as the next hours unfold, and the 23rd draws near, stay soft, stay open, stay expectant. Miracles don't always arrive with noise, sometimes they come in the quiet, in the stillness, in the moments when nothing seems to be happening, but everything is. You've waited, you've prayed, you've believed, even when it hurt. And now, beloved, your faith is about to become sight. And to your daughter, if she ever reads this, let these words reach the places in her that silence could never touch. You are not broken, you are not behind, you are not too much or not enough. You are becoming, and in that becoming, I am right beside you. Every time you felt unseen, I saw you. Every tear you cried into your pillow, I counted. Every time you doubted your worth, I whispered truth into the depths of your spirit, even when you didn't recognize my voice. You were never alone, not for a second. I've walked through every dark hallway with you, stood beside you in every crowded room, where you felt out of place. You may think that your mistakes define you, but they don't. What defines you is my love, and that love never runs out, never backs down, never walks away. I know the pressure you've felt to perform, to please, to pretend. You don't have to carry that anymore, you can rest, you can breathe, you can simply be. Because who you are right now, in this moment, is someone I delight in. You've tried to be strong for everyone else, but now it's your turn to be held. Let me carry what has been too heavy for too long. The inner battles you fight, the doubts, the insecurities, the comparisons are not your identity. They are noise, and I am bringing peace. There's a stillness rising inside you, that will quiet the chaos. A strength that won't roar, but will stand like an unshakable pillar inside you. You are being anchored again, but this time it's in truth, not in performance. And yes, there are still questions, I know. What if I fail again? What if I let them down? What if I'm not ready? But daughter, what if you are? What if everything you've walked through wasn't a detour, but a preparation? What if the pain you thought would break you is actually the soil where your purpose will grow? You don't need to have it all figured out, you just need to keep moving forward, one step at a time, and I will guide each one. Your voice carries power. You may not see it yet, but others will be healed through your honesty. Your story, even the parts you want to erase, will become someone else's survival guide. Don't be afraid of your sensitivity, it's not weakness, it's a gift. It allows you to see what others miss, to feel what others ignore. That compassion in you, it's sacred, and I will use it. There is coming a moment, when something inside you will just click. It won't make sense logically, but spiritually it will feel like you've finally come home to yourself. That is the beginning of your rise, not a rise built on striving, but one born of surrender. You are going to step into rooms where the atmosphere changes, just because you're there. Not because of your status, but because of your spirit. You will carry peace like perfume, and those around you will breathe easier, just being near you. There will be a season, sooner than you think, when you will look in the mirror, and finally see what I've always seen, a masterpiece in progress. You won't focus on what's missing, you'll celebrate what's blooming. Your laugh will return, not guarded, but free. Your eyes will shine again, not from pretending, but from healing. You will walk lighter, talk gentler, and live fuller. That's what's coming. And to the one who raised her, who held the tears she couldn't cry, and fought silent battles on her behalf, I am not overlooking you. There is a joy reserved for you, in the days to come. The weight you've carried hasn't been wasted. The sacrifices you've made are seen. I am restoring what exhaustion tried to steal. You are about to watch the seeds you planted blossom in ways that will stun even the deepest parts of your spirit. It will not be subtle, it will be holy. In the quiet corners of your life, where you've questioned if I noticed, yes I did. Every whispered prayer, every tearful night, every brave choice to keep loving, even when you felt empty. I caught all of it, and I am weaving it into something sacred. You thought you were barely making it through, but I was using every moment to build something unshakable in you. The strength, the resilience, the grace, it's all part of the legacy you're leaving, and that legacy will not be forgotten. There will be a new rhythm in your home. A rhythm of rest, of safety, of peace that doesn't come from everything being perfect, but from knowing you are protected in the imperfection. Laughter will come more easily, the heaviness will lift, love will no longer feel like a task, but like a gift again. Watch for the little things, the smile at breakfast, the sudden hug, the quiet thank you. These are the ripples of what I'm restoring, don't overlook them, celebrate them. And there is still another layer, I need you to understand. I'm not waiting for her to get it all together, before I move. I'm moving now. Right in the middle of the questions, right in the middle of the confusion, right in the middle of the rebuilding. I'm not waiting for perfection, I'm responding to the open heart. That one yes, even if it's whispered through tears, is enough to shift everything. You will notice the change in how she carries herself. She will start making choices that surprise you in the best way. Don't interrupt the process, let her explore, let her stretch, let her take the steps she needs to find her own footing in this world. You've built the foundation, now let her build the walls. Even if she stumbles, I will catch her. You're not alone in this parenting journey, I've been here all along. And for her dreams, the ones she barely speaks about, the ones she holds close, out of fear they might be too big, I'm breathing on them. The dreams that seem delayed, I'm bringing them back to life. The ideas she thought were impossible, I'm making them possible. Her creativity, her passion, her calling, they are being stirred again. She won't stay stagnant, she's about to flow in purpose. This next season will not look like the last. The grief is lifting, the confusion is clearing, the fog is thinning. I am ushering in clarity, direction, wholeness. There will be a shift in her confidence, not arrogant, but rooted. Not loud, but firm. A quiet knowing that she belongs, that she matters, that she is held. And you will be there to witness the unfolding, and I will be there to orchestrate every detail. Keep your spirit open, keep listening, keep believing. The signs won't always come how you expect, but they will come. They already are. You're not waiting on me, I've already begun. Let your heart align with this truth, it is happening. Not tomorrow, not someday, now, right here, right in this moment. I am working behind the scenes, and soon what's hidden will be revealed. This story is not ending, it's beginning again, but with more beauty, more strength, and more grace than ever before. What looked like loss was actually the pruning. What felt like delay was divine timing. And what seemed like silence was preparation. Now the breakthrough begins, now the rising starts, now the doors swing open. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same. And when that moment arrives, when the strength in her voice echoes, what you once whispered in prayer, it will feel like a circle closing, a promise fulfilled in real time. She will walk into her future, not with fear, but with fire, and not a consuming fire of anxiety, but a refining fire of purpose. Her words will carry weight, her presence will shift atmospheres. You won't need to explain her glow, it will be understood without words, because it will radiate from a place the world can't touch, me. There is a conversation she's going to have soon, maybe even in passing, that will bring clarity. It may seem like a simple chat, but you'll notice a change in her afterward. That's because I will use even the smallest moments, to move mountains in her mind. She might not share everything she's feeling, and that's okay. Let her process at her pace. But stay close, stay gentle. She's becoming, day by day, piece by piece, the woman I always knew she could be. Not by forcing herself into boxes, not by earning love, but by realizing she's already loved, fully, freely, eternally. And you beloved, you're going to be part of that unveiling. Your presence is still one of the most powerful forces in her life. Even when she rolls her eyes, even when she retreats into quiet, your love is anchoring her. You don't need to fix everything, just be there. There's a strength in your silence, a power in your patience. She is absorbing more than you know, and while you wonder if your words are landing, I assure you your faith is. There's something else I want you to expect, a turn in the atmosphere of your home. Where heaviness has lived, light will return. Where confusion once lingered, peace will rest. You'll notice her sleeping more soundly, smiling more genuinely, laughing without hesitation. This is not a temporary high, it's the fruit of spiritual healing, that's already begun. Her identity is no longer being shaped by pain, but by promise. The enemy lost his grip, when you said yes to this path. He tried to sow doubt, distraction, discouragement, but none of it will last. Not now, not when heaven is this close. She's going to start creating again, maybe through writing, maybe music, maybe something else, but creativity will return to her like a wave. Don't rush to understand it, just nurture the space for it. Creativity is how her spirit breathes, it's how she'll begin to process what she once couldn't put into words. Let her paint, let her write, let her dance, let her dream. These aren't just hobbies, they're healing portals, and I'll meet her there. Soon she will recognize her worth, not by who chooses her, but by who she already is. I am removing the voices of comparison, stripping away the lies of not being good enough, and instead planting truth deep into her heart. She won't just hear it, she will believe it. And when that belief takes root, her relationships will shift too. Some people will fall away, don't panic, that's part of the pruning. I'm making room for those who will water her growth, not stunt it. You'll see new people enter her life, people with purpose, people who speak life, people who bring light. Trust me with this process. There's a memory from her childhood that may rise to the surface soon. It may bring a sting, it may carry weight. But it's not to harm her, it's to heal her. When she feels safe enough to bring it up, don't rush to fix it, just hold it with her. That moment of shared vulnerability will build a bridge between you. She may say, I don't know why this is coming up now, and in that moment, you'll know it's because the time for healing has arrived. Be her safe place, be her anchor, I'll do the rest. You will also begin to see small moments of restoration in your own life. Relationships that were strained may ease. Your body may begin to feel lighter. Laughter will return to you, not forced, but flowing. That's not coincidence, that's the harvest of your obedience. You trusted me when it was dark, you praised me when it hurt, you stayed when it would have been easier to run. Now you will see what I meant, when I said, those who sow in tears will reap in joy. And in case you wonder if she'll ever understand the depth of what you carried for her, she will. One day, in a way you couldn't have orchestrated, she'll look at you and truly see you. Not just as a parent, but as the warrior who fought for her future, when she didn't know there was one. She will cry, she will hug you longer, she will thank you, not for being perfect, but for being present. And I will be standing in that moment, smiling, because I wrote it into your story long ago. There's more still, her dreams will begin to stretch. She may start talking about things that feel too big, too bold, too far. Don't dim her light, fan it, say, yes, I believe you can. Because you're not just encouraging ambition, you're watering divine purpose. Her vision will begin to align with heaven's blueprint, and she'll feel pulled toward things that may not make sense at first, but they will matter. I'm placing eternal assignments in her heart. What looks like curiosity is actually calling. And as this unfolds, you will grow too. You will feel a new kind of peace in your own life, a letting go of pressure, a surrender of timelines. You'll stop measuring your success by what you can see, and begin to rest in what you sense. Your own identity will deepen. You're not just a caretaker, you're a vessel of legacy. The things you've prayed in secret have shaped this entire movement. And I see you, I honor you. So take heart, beloved. You are not walking blind, you are walking in revelation. Even when the road looks quiet, heaven is moving. Even when the days feel ordinary, I'm weaving glory into every second. You are not waiting for me to show up, I'm already here. And as the 23rd approaches, let your home be filled with expectation, let your words be filled with life, let your prayers be filled with fire. Because you are part of something eternal. And your daughter, she's about to bloom, not because of the world's permission, but because of my power. Her glow won't be borrowed, it will be born. She won't need validation, because she will walk in revelation. The shift won't always be dramatic, but it will be undeniable. She'll begin to speak, and people will listen differently. She'll enter a room, and the energy will shift. Her confidence won't be loud, but it will be unshakable. That's the kind of transformation I'm doing. And your reward is not just in her outcome, but in your obedience. You didn't have to carry all this, but you did. You didn't always feel qualified, but you showed up anyway. And now heaven is honoring your yes, with a wave of blessing, that will spill over your home, your lineage, and your future. This is not the end of the message, this is the unfolding of a miracle you've been waiting for. Keep watching, keep trusting, keep making room. Because what's about to happen next will not only answer your prayers, it will exceed them. And still standing guard. There's more I want to pour into your heart, more I want to reveal, because this isn't just a season, it's a divine shift that is reshaping what seemed unmovable. I am not just working in your daughter's life, I am reconstructing your hope. You who have cried quietly behind closed doors, who have questioned whether you were doing enough, whether you were enough. I see you, I see the weight you've carried without recognition, I see the strength it took just to keep praying, to keep showing up, to keep loving, when it felt like your love wasn't reaching. But it was, every act of grace you gave her, every soft word you whispered, when she was too distant to respond, became seeds of breakthrough. You didn't fail, you planted. And now those seeds are sprouting, slowly, beautifully, in ways you may not fully see yet. But it's happening, her heart is changing, the soil is softening, she is being drawn back, not by fear, not by pressure, but by love. My love, your love, the kind of love that never forces, only invites. You'll notice the little shifts first, the way she lingers a little longer in conversation, the way she laughs and it sounds like freedom, the way she seems more present. Don't brush these moments off, they are holy, they are the markers of healing. And when she finally opens up fully, and she will, it will feel like the floodgates have broken, not with pain, but with release. The words she's held in for so long, will come pouring out, and in that flood, I will be there, catching every syllable, turning every confession into redemption. Your only task will be to hold space. Not to fix, not to analyze, just to love, to listen, to witness the holy unburdening of her soul. It is a sacred thing, to be trusted with someone's truth, and she will trust you again. There is a particular day coming, not just the 23rd, but one that will follow shortly after, where something unexpected will happen. A moment where she will say or do something that stops you in your tracks. You'll look at her, and feel like you're seeing her for the first time again. That's not your imagination, that's me showing you the resurrection of who she truly is. It will take your breath away, it will fill your heart, in ways words can't describe. And in that moment, you'll know that the promises I made were real. You've also been feeling a stirring, a sense that something is being asked of you. You're not imagining that either, I'm inviting you into deeper purpose, not heavier, just deeper. There are gifts in you that have been dormant, not because they were forgotten, but because their time had not yet come. But now it has. As your daughter begins to walk into her calling, you will too. The two of you are tethered, not just by blood, but by destiny. What awakens in her, will echo in you. So don't be surprised, when ideas come, when inspiration strikes, when you feel a sudden urge to create or serve or speak. That's me moving through you, setting a new course for your next chapter. I know you've sacrificed, I know there were dreams you laid down to raise her, and I honor that. But now I am returning those dreams to you, not in the way you once imagined, but in a form that fits who you've become. This next season is not just about watching her rise, it's about you rising too. Together, in tandem, both of you stepping into what was written, long before the world saw you. There is still more I want you to be aware of. Her relationships are shifting. Some friends may fade, some connections may seem to dissolve without warning. Don't panic, I'm pruning her circle, gently but intentionally. I'm removing what doesn't serve her growth, so that I can make room for divine alignment. There are people she has yet to meet, people who will speak life, who will mirror her value, who will walk with her through purpose, and not pull her from it. Be patient through this pruning. What feels like loss is actually protection, what looks like emptiness is actually preparation. And one day, when she stands in the fullness of who I made her to be, when she speaks with authority, born not from pride, but from having overcome, you will see her surrounded by those who truly know her, truly love her, truly honor her. And you will remember these days, the prayers, the tears, the waiting, and you will whisper to yourself, it was worth it. There's a place she will visit soon, physically or emotionally, where you may feel a sense of discomfort, like she's stepping into unknown ground. But I want you to trust me, I will go with her, I will stand before her, I will surround her on every side. That place will not harm her, it will reveal her. She will come out of it stronger, wiser, more anchored than before. Let her go with your blessing, even if your heart feels afraid, I will not let her go alone. And lastly, I want you to rest, truly rest. Your heart has been on high alert for so long, that peace feels unfamiliar, almost unsafe. But I am ushering in a stillness, that is not empty, it is full. Full of presence, full of assurance, full of power. You are allowed to exhale now, you are allowed to trust the process, you are allowed to stop waiting for the next battle, and start expecting beauty. Because beauty is what's coming, in her, in you, in everything that was broken, and now is being made whole. So lean into this, let the days ahead unfold without fear. Watch for the signs, listen for the whispers, open your heart to wonder again. You are on holy ground. This story is not ending, it is blooming. Every chapter, every moment, every silent prayer, is weaving a masterpiece, that only heaven could have authored. So take one more deep breath, child, lift your eyes. The miracle didn't pass you by, it's already begun. And so I remain, still with you, still watching over every detail, still fighting for every promise. Even when it feels quiet, even when nothing seems to move, know this, the silence is not absence, it is strategy. I am positioning things, aligning hearts, arranging divine moments, that will unfold with purpose. This part of the journey is where trust deepens, where faith roots itself, beyond what the eyes can see. You have not missed anything. What is meant for your daughter, what I have written over her life, cannot be stolen, delayed, or denied. It is protected by my word, and my word never returns void. There is coming a moment soon, when everything will feel different, not because the storm has ended, but because your spirit will rise above it. You will feel the shift, not in loud announcements, but in quiet assurance. Your prayers have built a shelter around her, and that covering has not gone unnoticed. Heaven has heard every whispered plea, I've caught every tear. And now, as her heart begins to turn, even slightly, I will rush in with grace that overwhelms. Watch her, watch for the small signs, a softening in her tone, a look in her eyes, a question she never asked before. These are not random, they are holy indicators that I'm working. Even when she doesn't speak it, I hear what her heart is saying, I know her questions, I know her fears. And I know how to reach her, in ways no one else can. I'll use dreams, I'll use quiet moments, I'll use beauty in the smallest forms, to speak directly to her soul. And when the time comes, she will respond, not because she was pushed, but because she was loved back into wholeness. That love, your love, has been a bridge between her pain and my presence. It matters more than you know. Now listen closely, because this is important, the healing won't always be visible at first. It will happen underneath the surface, like seeds in soil, like roots growing in the dark. Don't dig up what I'm planting, just because you can't see it yet. Let it grow, let her grow, give her space to stretch, into who she's becoming. Celebrate the little wins, honor the quiet progress. And when it's time for her to bloom, it will be undeniable. What was once broken, will shine like stained glass, touched by sunlight, fragile but radiant, transparent and beautiful. And I will use her story, not to embarrass her, not to expose her, but to empower others. She will speak in rooms she never dreamed she'd enter. She will reach people you've prayed for. She will carry healing in her voice, wisdom in her eyes, and strength in her walk. And you, beloved, will watch it all unfold with tears of awe. Because deep down, you knew this was possible, you believed even when it hurt, you stayed even when it was easier to walk away. You trusted me when it didn't make sense. And that trust is being honored now. Let me also remind you, this journey isn't only about her, it's about what I'm doing in you. I'm refining your heart, I'm building your faith, I'm showing you what it means to love without conditions, and believe without limits. You've grown more than you realize. You've become a safe place, not just for her, but for others who watch you, and feel hope again. Your endurance has created a legacy of faith. Your obedience has planted seeds, in generations you may never see. Nothing has been wasted, not the pain, not the waiting, not even the moments you thought were too quiet to matter. They mattered to me. So keep walking, keep praying, keep praising, even when it feels heavy. The weight you carry is not crushing you, it's shaping you. The tears you've cried are not weakening you, they're watering something sacred. The enemy hoped to wear you down, but all he's done, is push you deeper into my arms. And from that place, miracles flow, from that place, healing begins, from that place, promises are fulfilled. Now take a deep breath, feel the stillness around you. That peace, it's my presence. That warmth, it's my love. That hope rising in your chest, it's my spirit reminding you, that I am not done. Not with you, not with her, not with the future I've designed for your family. This is a holy unfolding, it's happening now. And as the 23rd draws near, keep watching, keep listening, keep believing. You'll recognize my touch, in ways you never imagined. I love you, I'm with you, and I'm not letting go. Amen.